What up, Dope One Pride? This is the Ant-Man, the Brit with Grit, and welcome back to the tape previews that we are doing for our 5th year anniversary live stream. Thank you to everybody who's been watching up to this point, who's liked the stream, who's shared the stream, who's donated to the stream. We appreciate you more than you know. And one of the segments we're doing for this live stream is we're doing some pre-recorded tape reviews of some of the Detroit Lions rookies from the 2025 draft class, because we've not done any up to this point. So let's get to it. Time for me to do my guy, and I have the honour. I love my trench guys. I love looking at the big beefy men in the trenches and what they're all about. I've got our offensive guard, Tate Ratledge, taken in the 2nd round of this year's draft out of Georgia. He is 6'6", 320 pounds. He is a first team SEC All-American, former defensive end and punter, for those who are interested, but he's been plying his trade at right guard for the last 3 years as a starter with the Bulldogs. Over that span, he's taken 2,081 snaps in his collegiate career. 2,077 of them have come at the right guard position, and 4 of them have come at the left guard position. So, versatility, y'all. I have got one take in which to do this, so I'm praying that I nail this down. I'm recording this just before the stream starts, so let's get into this right away, because you know me, I love to chatter. So the tape we're going to be watching from Tate Ratledge today, we're not doing 2024. Weirdly enough, Caddies, where we get all our stuff from, they've got all the games from when Tate Ratledge was hurt last year. He had a 4-game spell where he was out, so there was nothing good. So I've gone back to 2023, and we're going to be watching him against Kentucky, the Wildcats, and future NFL draft picks such as Deone Walker and J.J. Weaver. Kentucky's always a good level of opposition to, measure up these guys and see what they're all about. So without further ado, we got a lot to go through. We're going to get straight into it, and I'm just going to get my monitor up here, and hopefully this is all going to go well. So yeah, as I say, we're starting with the Kentucky game in 2023, and we're just going to go right through this. So he plays the entire game at right tackle, just for reference. He's number 69, but I will keep pointing him out to you as we go along. So yeah, let's get right into this. First play of the game. One of the things I really like about him, good instinct from him in the guard position. So you're going to see him cover the right tackle for a double team, but then you're going to see him quickly redirect when the centre gets beaten with his block. He brings in a very strong arm to delay the blitzer on the inside. He loves to pick up his double teams. He loves to do more than one job at once. So we're going to play this through here and say, so he's just at the right tackle position at 69. You're going to watch him go outside, help Xavier Truss at the right tackle position, then come in and help Van Granger at the centre spot. So say up he goes. Nice big strong arm round there. You see him initially go up to the right tackle position, but then comes in, helps the centre. It's a very quick screen pass out, but you can see nice strong hand underneath. Guy's not getting anywhere close to him there. And a decent gain after the tackle. Okay, second play we got up here. So he's double gapping this time. You're going to see a little bit of help to both the right tackle and the centre. This is really solid pass pro, so you're going to watch him quickly go on the inside. Up there, and then you can see him. He's always looking, so he's got one hand on his little assignment in the centre. The centre's absolutely fine, so you see his head's turned. He's helping Truss at the right tackle position, and he's also blocking that gap there. You can see potentially the blitzer wanting to come through from the linebacker position. Carson Becker scrambled out to the right, but he's taken one assignment, 2 assignments, and he's looking at his third guy in the back. This is not the only time you see him do this. I love his IQ. He's always looking where the danger's coming from, always looking for his next assignment, whilst handling his current one with aplomb. Let's finish this here. Good throw from Beck out to the outside, and out of bounds it goes. So the third play we've got here, so this is a double team on the defensive end, and this is one of the things I really like about him. You're going to see how he gets underneath the defensive end, drops his anchor, drives him back. He's incredibly strong. One of the things I like seeing most about him. So let's say, just see him, number 69 at the right guard spot here. Watch him get underneath. See how he's arching him backwards, and then you can't really see it after the play. I'll quickly go back and show you, but you can see the stance he's in, where he's going to get to. We'll just finish the second there. It's just where he's able to put himself. So as I say, just see, look, how he's underneath him already. Nice, solid base, arch back, driving the defensive end in the air. Part of a good, solid double team. You know, the threat of the motion is there. They don't do it in the end. But again, I just love the technique Tate shows here. When it goes out, a little bit of run after the catch. Okay, this one, a little bit of a clumsy play here. Nothing really to do with him. You're going to see him and the right tackle both out here. They're going to move out to the right. The right tackle is going to overset and fall and take Ratledge down with him. Not much to see here. A little bit of clumsiness all round and a big tackle there in the backfield from Antony Walker. So here you're going to see him help cover the A-gap with the centre. So Keyshawn Silver, the defensive tackle, he hits a swim move on the centre. But watch how Ratledge immediately gets his hands underneath the pads and he anchors down to kill the rush. This is just really good strength from him. So you can see him at the right guard spot. He's going to come inside, help his centre who's going to get swum. So you see the swim move there. Over. And already he's just anchored in position. You can see him arched, ready to go. And there's just no movement there whatsoever. There's no give as Carson Beck's able to roll out the pocket and go make a play. Get a few yards. But yeah, it's just this strength on show again and again. I say the centre's beaten. He's there to cover the mess. 51. So we've got a double team here on Antony Walker, who's just lining up outside the right tackle here. And then he has him one-on-one. And watch how he never lets him get free. He drives him back, then drags him to the ground to finish off the play. I absolutely love this. He's like a spider catching a fly in his web. Once he's got you, he's very hard to let go. You see, double team on him just there. And then you can see how already that arch back, he's underneath. He's forcing the D end up and taking any power out of his rush. And then just look how Walker cannot get off the block. He's still with him, You can still see each other. Those two are here at this point. He's still attached to him. And then they come round the edge, and down goes Walker. Ratledge just behind him. Finishes off the play. Obviously the run gets stuffed, but Tate's already stood strong while Antony's down on the floor. He just latches on. Antony gets no purchase off him whatsoever. And this is not the last time that you see it during this video. But again, really good player there from Tate. I just love the drive, love the finish. He is relentless and he never stops. Next play we've got here. So this is the first example of him pulling to the left. He's going to be blocking the right end Trayvon Ribka, who's just outside the left tackle here. Lands a hard initial hit to him and gets a strong hand on his right pad, which gives him leverage to force Ribka wide enough for the throw to get away. And this is a touchdown throw. So Tate's just here, and you're going to see him pull across to this guy, pick him up. We'll show you the initial contact. So watch him come across, gets his guy, and look, you can see the left hand under the right shoulder. It's a clean engagement, and watch how he just wheels him round the outside. Ribka's desperately trying to make the play, but it takes too long because Ratledge just got him held up. The pass is out. It's a lovely pass just over the top, and then in for the touchdown. Easy as you like. But again, we'll just watch this in full motion. It's just lovely to see how he does this. So you're just going to see, watch him pull across, hit, force him outside, throws made. That's just lovely pass protection. Able to hold up very well against the defensive end there. Great play from Georgia. Score for them. And then a few seconds of the footage while they celebrate. 124 now. So we're going to see another example of his instinct here. So he's covering the A gap initially. Watch him, see how the centre's fine. He will move to the B gap. Sees the tackle is fine as well. So you will see the head immediately up looking for a late blitz. You'll see 3 assignments in one here. It doesn't seem much when you're watching the playthrough, but you're watching where his head is. He's looking for danger, and we'll stop. So here he is, covering the A gap, sees the centre's fine. Watch him come across, a little chip hit on the tackle there to help his right tackle. But look, his head is already up, looking in this direction, watching for the guy coming round the outside. And there he is to make the play. The ball comes out quickly, but in just a split second, you can see 3 different assignments at once. Inside, outside, blitz. There you go. That's just good instinct. He's always up looking where the next danger's coming from. And that's what you want from your guards there. You want them always be up and active, whilst also maintaining what they're doing at that time. But yeah, I love this. This is going to be a second level assignment for him now. So you're going to see him chip block Dione Walker. And then you're going to see him and Xavier Truss, who's the right tackle here. They're going to quickly make it to the second level. They're going to combo block the strong safety, Jalen Geiger, who's up here. The run is stuffed, but Tate executes his role well. So we're going to watch this through. So watch the little chip block. There we go. And then you see the 2 of them up to the second level on the strong safety. Unfortunately, nothing goes right there with that play. But in terms of the execution and what he does, we'll just show it you in a little bit of slow-mo here. So look, just a little chip block on Dione. And then look how quick they're up to the second level. Him, Truss, onto the safety. There you go. Nice big hit there. There's a big gap if they're able to make it through. Unfortunately, the running back's already down. But if he's sprung, that thing can go for a tutty. It's what you want to see from your second level defending there from Ratledge. That's what he's going to be really good at. And he does a lot of work with the right tackle as well. So I'm very excited for what he's going to do with Penei Sewell. I think he should play right guard in the NFL. Don't mess with him at centre. Just leave him in his natural position. This is just going to be a design quarterback rollout. The line pulls to the left. Beck rolls right. The line holds up well. So we can just go through this. But you see the lines across. Nice and easy. But the rollouts to the right. Very short gain there, but not much we can glean from Ratledge's play on that one. We're going to see another combo block on this play. So you're going to have a combo block with the centre on the nose tackle, Josiah Hayes. Again, he gets such great leverage. So when he sinks, the anchor of Hayes gets minimum push. And Beck is under no pressure when making the throw. So we're going to try and slow this when we get there. But just look at the... So here he is, it's in the middle. There's the combo block, he's underneath. And you see he's set his stall. There's no push coming from that interior whatsoever. The throw gets away. It's a nice big chunk downfield. Just try and show this you want. Oh, hang on, gone a bit too far there. So this is it. Oop. So yeah, nice big strong block inside. Holds up the nose tackle, gets nothing. Pass down the field. That's just good pass protection there from Ratledge. This time we're going to see him go outside blocking for a screen, but his running back cuts inside as he's heading out, so he can't get an angle on his target. Then the receiver cuts back outside. This is an impossible route to block for. It looks like he's overshot his marker, but you'll see out he goes. He's covering for the block, but then his running back comes inside, and now he's out of position because this guy's coming across to the left. Then his running back cuts outside. It's a very disjointed run there by the receiver, and there's not really much Ratledge can do when his running back's all the way behind him, just weaving all over the place. You can't get a proper block down, so not really a lot that he can do there. Moving on to the next play. So this one, he completely cooks Darian Henry Young, who's number 50 on this. It's in a 1v1, so he gets off the line of scrimmage really quick. He gets 2 hands on him, completely overpowers him. You see Henry Young try to shake him loose, but caught in a spider's web, and we'll see what this is all about. So yeah, Tate just number 69 here, just to the left of the running back, and just watch him. Up he goes, 2 hands. Look at those 2 monster hands he's got on him there. You see him try to shake, and look, still got him, going absolutely nowhere. And the throw's out. Nice easy completion. Gets down into the red zone. But I mean, that's just sheer domination from the start of the play to the end here. Let's just get back to 212 and show you it doing its entirety. So it's this play just coming up here. So yeah, just the guy on the interior. Look, just grabs hands on him. He's trying to shake. Can't do anything about it. Again, just really solid pass protection from Tate there. So now we're going to see another example of him in motion. So this is going to be another pull to the left in pass protection. He lays a huge hit on Darian Henry Young again, who's just, I believe, in the spot here between the tackle and the guard. Stops his rush dead in his tracks, and again, another throw well made by Beck. But just watch him come across. 69, look at that hit there. Nice strong hands on him. You can see him above the front of the rush again. So he stopped that rush absolutely dead in its tracks. Throws out. It's a really good catch. Unfortunately, he doesn't get a foot down in the end zone to be able to make a play. But, you know, he's so good when it comes to these pull maneuvers. The Lions love to do it a lot. They love to get their offensive linemen in motion. There's so many times, and there's a really good play later where he just absolutely twonks a middle linebacker blitzing through a B gap. And, you know, we'll see that one in a moment. We've got a motion play to the right next as the line pulls left. You're going to see Ratledge effectively pin the nose tackle in the scrum. So just here at the right tackle, right guard position, you're going to see him come in on the nose and just pin him out the play. See him there. He's going to the outside here, but he's got him pinned on the outside. No way that nose tackle's coming back into play there, and it's a good run out the end zone in a dangerous situation, all the way up to the 30 there. They say not really involved in the play per se, but you're just looking at what he's doing, and he did his job very effectively on that one. We got a double team on this one, so you got Tate Ratledge and Xavier Truss at right tackle. They double team the left end. They force him back really well. The running back forces a missed tackle inside, and then you'll see Ratledge pick up Trayvon Wallace, the linebacker at the second level, to form a really great screen. But unfortunately, no one's blocking inside, so the running back gets tackled from behind. But again, this is really good execution from Tate. So you see the double team on the end there. There's a cut inside, and look here at this point, Tate on the inside's got Trayvon Wallace, Truss has got the left end on the outside. They've got this little screen, plenty of room on the outside for him to go, but as you can see, there's no one blocking on the inside here, so across comes the tackle to take the running back down. But again, really good screen work from the offensive lineman to create that opportunity there. It's just unfortunate, but dual work from Ratledge again. Get the defensive end, get the linebacker, give your running back an opportunity, but yeah, just unfortunately busted coverage inside, stop that one from developing into a big play, which it could have been there. Next one, we've got a very hard hit on Deone Walker here, forces his head back, then he gets onto his pads. Walker spins out, but Ratledge is still on him. Unfortunately, Beck is forced up into the pocket, so Tate can't maintain the block. And Beck gets absolutely pummeled here, but Tate's not really at fault. But this is a good play. So I believe Deone Walker's just to his right-hand side here. Just watch the pop he gets on the hit, forces him back. Good, strong hand. You see him, arms underneath, good leverage, forced him all the way outside. Deone spins inside. At this point, he's still got the block, but you can see Beck, who's just about to come up into the pocket and run in the way of where Walker's coming. And he gets absolutely hit really hard from behind, and Walker gets a little bit in on that, but that's nothing down to what Tate's doing. He pulls off the block really well. As I say, you can see him here. He's got him completely sealed off from the play. There's nothing happening here. Still got him on the block. It's just that Beck comes up inside, and then, yeah, he's hit really hard there. It's incompletion anyhow, but they're about to get him for roughing the passer. 313. This is one of his best run blocks. So you're going to watch him pick up the blitzing linebacker D'Eric Jackson on the pull. The left tackle has a little whiff at this, but Tate picks him up perfectly and opens up room for the running back to pick up yardage. So you've got him here, D'Eric Jackson, number 54. You're going to see him blitz the gap through. Ratledge is going to come across, pick him up perfectly, and create that gap. We'll run it through in full play first. Watch him come across, picks him up, running back goes inside. They get some extra yardage. That's just really good play. You want your offensive lineman to be able to pick up these blitzers. So you can see he's 4 yards off the line of scrimmage. Watch the blitz. You can see how the left tackle's whiffed there because he's come across, missed completely. But Tate on the inside gets that inside shoulder, forces him out, and look, running back hits that gap. The linebacker's got nothing, doesn't even touch him. Now, the run doesn't go for too much, but that's just a really well-executed play from Tate Ratledge there on the pull to pick up that quick blitzing middle linebacker. I could watch stuff like that all day. He's just so good at what he does with that. 323. Okay, on this one, he's a one-on-one with Deone Walker, who, draft pick this year. Tries to give him a shimmy inside, but Tate gets under his pads and stops him in his tracks again. This is a big man. This is a big tackle, so he's just here at the right guard spot. Walker's lining up opposite him. And you see the little shimmy inside, but look how he's under him again. The throw is out quick, but he's got the underneath leverage. He's forcing him inside into the centre. There's just no chance for Walker to make a play there. But again, it's just seeing the strength and the anchor and how he gets in. And when he's set, just there's very few people who'll be able to move him out of stance. Just really good in his pass protection. Deone Walker is a good defensive lineman. So, he's able to get the better of him again on that one. He's got a 1v1 in pass pro here with the linebacker De'Eric Jackson. This is an absolute no contest. Tate gets his hands on him. Jackson becomes basically a fly stuck in a Venus flytrap. Tate just shoves him back almost with disdain. So number 54 here, De'Eric Jackson, just lining up opposite Tate. I'll run it through quickly. Look at that. Up he goes. Tate, hands on him. He's going nowhere. He's just holding him up. That's just, it's an absolute no contest. We'll quickly roll and we'll show it in the slow-mo again. So watch. Up he goes. And just look. Hands on him. You can see the hands are underneath De'Eric Jackson again. And look, there's nothing. There's no power left in the rush. You can see he's arched on the back again. His anchor's set. Pass goes out. You know, you're putting your middle linebacker on a 320-pound right guard, bringing him up to the line. That's just absolutely not going to yield anything whatsoever. We got another run block here. So he slightly overshoots his run block assignment this time against this blocker who tackles the running back. Gets a little bit of an extracurricular shove from Khalil Sanders afterwards, which is a bit dirty. But you see him just pulling across here and just goes inside a little too far. The running back's here. He's just overshot it a little bit. 32. He's going to take down the running back. And then just watch. This little shove here behind him shoves him down to the ground. Just a little bit of extracurricular. Bear that in mind because Tate's going to remember that later in the game. But just a slight miscalculation from him there. But we've seen nothing but good stuff from in the run game so far. And college players, they're allowed a play every now and then where they don't execute things 100% correctly. On this one, he's going to pick up another De'Eric Jackson blitz from the linebacker spot. Again, watch how he just gets under him, just shoves him out the way with complete and utter disdain. So 54 is De'Eric Jackson here. He's lined up right opposite Tate at this point. You're going to see him come on the blitz and just watch. He just shoves him right to the outside. You can see him just in a blurred motion there, but he's just there's no chance he's got anywhere near him. He's just dog walking him to the outside, well away from the quarterback. Screen throws out quick anyhow. A few extra yards for the receiver, but that's just, try somebody different, try somebody a bit bigger, because it's just not working whatsoever. We got another really good pass protection rep here from him. So he's going to pull left. He's going to pick up JJ Weaver, who's the number 13, right on the edge here. Gets him with a really hard hit. Weaver tries to shake him inside, but you'll see Tate force him too far inside. So Weaver's got to spin out of it, but he runs right into another waiting offensive lineman. And I've made a note here that the receiver has a terrible drop, but you're going to see Ratledge pull across onto number 13. So watch him pulling again. Good hit on him there. You can see them locked up. He's underneath. Gonna force him inside. And just watch. Quarterback rolls out. Ratledge has got him forced inside. You can see him trying to apply the brakes. He's got to try and spin out of this. But what's he spinning right out into? The left tackle. That's just perfect pass protection from these two. Absorbs the initial blow. Sends him inside. Blocks him off. Forces him to spin out, and he's got another guy covering. And look, he's not within 5 yards of Carson Beck when that throw is made. It's just really good pass protection. And again, JJ Weaver is in the NFL now, so that's testament to just how good he is. And again, it's another pulling rep. Guy loves to get in motion, get steam going, and lay the hits down, but he does it in a manner where he's, it's not too much. He does it just right. He doesn't overshoot his blocks. It's really well done by him. And then just watch the throw. That's a really bad drop. Probably be picked right into the receiver's hands. Black mark for the receiver on that one there. I've got another great block here from him on 422. So this is a great block on Travian Ribka, who's one of the defensive ends. He looks like he's going to sneak in the A-gap, but Tate gets his arms around him and pins him against the centre so he can't make a play on the running back. So Trayvon Ribka's number 20 here, I believe. Watch him try and shoot this A-gap. Tate just here in front of 54, having none of it. In he goes. Oh no, he's number 90 here, sorry. Let's start that one again before I make a fool of myself. Where is he? So it's number 90 here, Trayvon Ribka, just on the shoulder of the centre. And watch Tate just come across and shut this blitz down. You see he's got him pinned there against the centre. Ribka can go absolutely nowhere. He's got a strong arm round him. And just watch, running back goes past Ribka. Ribka can't get that tackle on him. Hits a little bit of space, gets a few yards. Lineman pushing him through for a few more yards. But again, really good block in there from Ratledge to avoid Ribka breaking through. Otherwise, that would have been a tackle for loss in the backfield if he'd have allowed that one to happen. We got a false start, which we can just play through here. Good there from Beck. It's kind of just a really half-arsed play, but you can see the flag on the field. False start. Not really anything you can take from that play there. So we'll just go right on through. This time we've got a double team on the nose tackle. It's a jet sweep, so it doesn't matter. But again, just look at the efficiency of this. So you got one here just on the interior. Nice little double tackle, you can see. Just absolutely boxes him out. 3 of them are on him this time, but this is going wide. Really good jet sweep. Really illegal block from the receiver there, who gets a face mask. I think there's a ton of laundry down, but that one was on the offense. It was yeah, not a good receiver block, let's just say. On the next one, so you're going to see him shadow the right tackle. I think he's there to perform a double team if need be, but then he's too late to react to an inside rush. There's no harm here, but again, you'll just sort of see him shadowing the right tackle. 92 is going to come through the middle. You can see his head turn. You can see him coming. Just a little too late to be able to put a block on him there, but I don't think it's not his actual assignment. I think the assignment was number 90 on the edge, but this doesn't matter because throws out. I think that really reminds me of the Stafford throw in the end zone. I think it was against the Chargers, whoever it was, but Carson Beck's not quite good enough to thread it through 3 guys and pull that one off. 508 here. So we've got a double team on Isaiah Hayes, who is the nose tackle. So again, just really shoring up this pass protection. You see, just centre has a little bit of bother with him. Well, not too much, but we'll go back to it. So you can see, here he is, just minding his own. Just checking the right tackle's alright. He's absolutely fine. You can see the nose tackle just starting to get a little around the edge of the centre. Turns his head. In he goes. Performs the block. Again, just really good awareness from him. He's not got a specific assignment. He's looking to help as many guys as possible. Much better throw that time. Get him really close to the end zone at this point. 519. So this is the touchdown run. So this is a combo block here with the offensive centre and the right tackle separately to keep Beck safe to deliver the touchdown throw. This is a really good play. I'll play it through at full speed just to start this one. But you see him here, just in the middle. It's a combo block. 1, 2, in. Good throw. He can tell it's already there before he gets to it. Now again, it doesn't really look like much when you see the play. It's speed, but you're looking at what he's doing and the assignments he's taking on. So again, off the snap, double team with the centre to block out the nose tackle there to create some room, but then number 8 is just coming down the middle, just threatening to get a little on the inside. Ratledge across, see, already on his second man. The throw's not even out, so he's done one block, he's on the second block. Receiver's just leaked out of the backfield there. Beck knows that's a touchdown before it's already thrown, but he's just... Tate Ratledge is so good when it comes to the red zone, how quick he is, how he can pick up multiple blockers at once. Like, this is going to be a real asset to the Lions when he reaches the red zone in the NFL because he's just so damn good at it. Now we're going to see his recovery skills for the first time. So this is a really good lock-up with Keyshawn Silver, who's one of the defensive linemen, but he does get shed to the outside. But watch how he immediately locks back up again, gets a hand back under him, forces him away from Carson Beck. So you see him at the right guard position again here. I think his man's just going to come from the interior. So watch them lock up. So it's a good lock up, but you just see him shed him, and now number 9 has a little bit of room from him to rush through, but look how quick he recovers. Across, arms underneath already. He's just walking him away from the quarterback, and look how far he gets him. He's 2 or 3 yards away at this point. Obviously another rusher comes round the edge, but that's your recovery time, to be shook off and to get back under him and to be able to force him out wide. Yes, someone else has blown the cover. That ain't Ratledge's fault. That's, again, just really good play. It's a really good throw. Another big play. Nice little juke inside there. But, again, superb play from Ratledge. So, on the odd occasion where he does get beaten, he can recover quickly, which is something that you're looking for, especially at the next level, where occasionally somebody will drop a hammer on him. They'll get a swim. They'll get a sweep. They'll get something. But he'll be able to recover. 5'8". Now this is an example of his sheer power. So he blocks the A and B gap at the same time. He's got one hand on Khalil Saunders. He's got one hand on Keyshawn Silver. So he's basically combo blocking 2 for 1. So you're looking at the one on the edge, the one on the interior. He's basically trying to, combo block with the right tackle in the center. But watch how he ends up getting both. So in he comes, and there. He's got his right hand on number 92. He's got his left hand on number 9. He's helping 2 blocks at the same time, and he's not getting forced back into the pocket. Look how much room. I mean, you can't see it from here, but there's plenty of room for Beck to be able to throw there. It's just such a great image to see. I'll show you it again. And this is just Tate in an absolute nutshell. Where is he? Yeah, it's the start of this play again. Here we go. 2 blocks. And there he is. A hand on either man. They've both got hands on him. He's the one who's winning. This is Tate Ratledge football. This is what he's all about. He's like, I'm not going to make 1 block. I'm going to make 2 at the same time. Shot to the end zone from Beck, but doesn't quite work out there. Oh, okay. So this is a tremendous combo block on Keyshawn Silver with the left guard. So keep your guy in the eye in the interior here. Him and the left guard are both going to come in. So Tate's going to initiate contact here. You're going to see him get under Silver. That allows the left guard to come in and stand him up. So look, underneath him, able to get the leverage on him. And then look at the left guard, just come in, stand him up. Dude's going absolutely nowhere. And as a result, they're able to block out these 2 guys as well who are not able to make a move across. The run goes to the outside. But that's just really good play from him. Getting the leverage underneath, allowing his mate to come in and make the block. And they just seal it off so well. I can't tell you how excited I am to watch Ratledge in the NFL when he gets there eventually. He's going to be great from day one. Next play, we're watching the power again. So Deone Walker here tries a bull rush, but he'd have had better luck against a concrete wall. He gets nowhere and just gives up. And there's a drop in the end zone to end this one. But yeah, watch Tate here at the right guard position. Deone is just lined up above him there. And look at that. You can see him underneath again, forcing him up. Deone is on tiptoes here at this point because Ratledge is underneath him, giving him the business. And just watch how he just gives up. He's just standing there at the end. He doesn't care. I'll quickly show you that again.
Gentlemen, I tell you what, you took the hard road one more time. You sure did.
Hang on.
You guys earned that freaking win, man.
Sorry, just had something come up in my ears there. So yeah, here's Ratledge up with Walker. And just watch, forces him. That bull rush is going absolutely nowhere. Shot to the end zone. Bad drop. It's coming at a bad angle over his shoulders and he's facing away from him. But again, that's the only Walker, a draft pick, has no luck against him whatsoever. We're up at 624. So again, this is another double team on Deone Walker. So he does a tremendous job getting leverage, and Walker gets nowhere again. But the running back cuts back in their direction, so Walker can make the stop, but he gets lucky here. So again, Tate Ratledge at right guard, Deone Walker just on his outside shoulder. Watch them lock up. Underneath here, as you see, pads again, forcing him backwards. And just look how he's still got the block here, still forcing him to the outside. Deone Walker's got absolutely nothing on him here. But look, the running back comes inside. Tate can't keep blocking down the field because then it's holding. And he's able to make the tackle on him. So Deone Walker gets really lucky there. But Tate Ratledge is dominating him to that point. He's got his shoulder. He's keeping him locked to the outside. But he has to let him go when the running back darts in front of them. He makes the play there. 666. So this is another pulling pass pro rep. So again, we see him just on the outside shoulder of 8 here. So he does a good job keeping. So this time he's up against Octavius Oxendine from getting the edge long enough for Beck to get his throw off. So we'll see this. He's going to come across. Oh, it's a pull into the right. So this is Oxendine. He's up against number 8. Watch him. Pulls across. Keeps him going. Throws made. Good catch. Good tackle, in fairness, as well. But yeah, this is lateral movement to the left. I got that wrong. But you'll see him here. And just watch. Again, he's got his arm underneath. He's forcing him outside. He's dictating the rep. Gives him a good shove out. Right tackle kind of helps the rusher a bit here and stops his momentum. But still got him on the outside. Quarterback's able to set his feet, get the throw. In no danger of being tackled there. Again, I really like what Ratledge does there. Just dominates that play from start to finish. If anything, his mate hinders him there because he was just going to shove him out really far wide and he would never have got back to the quarterback at all. We've got a run play here. And he's going to lock Deone Walker out the run play in a double team with Truss at right tackle. He just latches on and Walker again is not able to separate. So Tate's here. Walker's the number 0. Down with his hand in the dirt. And just look. Double team. Already got him. And just look how he's got his hands on him still. Walker cannot separate from this whatsoever. The run goes to the outside. A good play made there. Obviously, Walker comes right in at the end to lay a little shove down. But in terms of him trying to make a play in the backfield, Ratledge just boxes him out of that play yet again. And he's just able to do nothing. And it's only because the play goes on for so long he's able to get across and help. Not really much on this play. He's not needed. One of those throws he's made. Gives a little extracurricular. Like he spoke. Remember, you saw him get shoved over earlier. He remembered. He's given a little bit back to those Kentucky D linemen as well. He never forgets. Touchdown on this play. So he's pulling double duty again on the run block. And this, again, is really good play in the red zone. We talk about trying to finish off these drives. This is what I really like again about him. So you're going to see him seal the edge with a combo block with the right tackle. Then he picks off the advancing linebacker. Again, it's De'Eric Jackson and funnels him out the play. It's superb work. The run goes to the outside, but it's still appreciated. So you see him in stance. So there you go. Seals the edge at number 92. 54's coming up to make the play, trying to blitz through this gap here. And watch. Just funnels him right inside, all wrapped around him. So you've got one blocker done here, 2 blockers done, and then the running back. Through he goes. It's just great stuff. It's great blocking. We can watch this one through again really quickly. You can see it, just how fast he is. Block with the right tackle, pick up the blitzer inside, room's made, in the running back goes. Lovely play there from Tate. Even if he was not properly directly involved in the touchdown, 2 blocks make that happen regardless. This time, Tate Ratledge, you're going to see him and Xavier Truss at right tackle completely nullify Trayvon Ripka in pass pro. There's a DPI called here as well. So number 90, again, just watch. They've both got him. He's trying to spin. He's going nowhere. They've turned him round. He's out the play. Nothing's happening. Throws coming out here. Deep shot downfield. Yellow flags thrown. But again, just such good double teams work. Force the rusher force the rusher around 180. He loses any momentum he's got going to the quarterback, and again, just wonderful pass protection from him there. We got him pulling double duty again on this play as well, so he helps the center with the A-gap coverage. Then he absorbs a huge hit from Tyrese Fearbry, who's coming through the B-gap, and he just absorbs it and shrugs him off. This is great protection, and again, it shows his base and how good he is. So I think Fearbry is number 42 on the edge here. So we'll play it through fully. You got the tackle in the middle, and look at the hit he takes, and he just shrugs it off. So I'll show you again a little bit slower here. So again, you'll see how he helps the center with the A-gap coverage. Doesn't need to do much. Just watch him drop inside. He's got a hand on number 90 here. 42's coming in. Look at the hit he lays on him. Goes right into him at full pelt, and what happens? He's already arched back. Ratledge is underneath him. No pressure left in the run. Forces him outside. Look how far he is away from the quarterback when that's thrown. And he's on his heels, getting shoved out the way. Tate Ratledge says, "No, sir, you are not bull rushing me. Your ass is out of town." Nice little screen off there. Few yards for the receiver. And then we've got another play with his IQ on show. So he's double teaming Trayvon Ribka with Xavier Truss again, but his eyes are always on Tyrese Fearbry, who is threatening a delayed blitz, and so he aborts the rush as a result. So we'll just show you from the back. So at the right guard position here, you'll see him. Fearbry is just sort of hanging round on the edge. And watch. So look, you've got him there. Combo block on the outside, nullifying the passer. Where is Tate Ratledge's head? Looking directly at number 42. Is he coming on the delayed blitz? What's going on here? And you can see off he comes to make the block, but the throw's going right. The blitz is aborted. But that is superb IQ. Not only is he doing the double team block there, he's immediately looking for where his next assignment is. And so as a result, there's no blitz on the linebacker. Throws made, another good chunk yardage there for Georgia. But this is just one of the many examples if you see him. I love the IQ for him. You know, he's not too busy making a block that he forgets what's going on around him. It's blocks made instantly. What can I be doing to help this team even further? We've got another pulling block to the left here. He doesn't catch it all on his shot on Keaton Wade, who's the guy in question, but he gets just enough to get the job done. The run gets stuffed elsewhere, but we're looking at what Tate's doing here. So you're going to see him come across onto the number 20, I believe it is. And he'll catch just enough of it. So across he comes, and you see him hit on the edge. He's overset a little here because the guy's going to be able to just get down the inside. But you're going to see in terms of the running back, gets just enough. The running back's going through. Edge is having to come across. But the run's stuffed anyhow. There was a gap there. But Ratledge again on the pull gets just enough of a hit to open up that gap for his running back to go make a play. Unfortunately, his teammates aren't able to open a gap further for him. But I still like that play. I still think it's good. You know, just occasionally he'll overshoot it a little bit, but I'm not going to be too nitpicky here with him. For the most part, he's doing it absolutely perfectly. We've got a play where he's not really involved here, so we'll just go straight through this one again. Looking for an assignment. Heads all over the place looking for threats. He's not needed, so rare play off for him. But straight back in the action, we got a double team on Trayvon Wallace with Xavier Truss, and then he just dog walks him away from Beck. Again, this is just really good pass protection. I think it's going to be Trayvon Wallace, number 44 here. Could be wrong, but we'll see. He's just in the little gap. Oh no, they're here. So you can see the double team. Trayvon Wallace is in there. I think he's 32. And just watch how he dog walks him away. So he's underneath here. You can see hand under the pads. And look how far Trayvon Wallace is away from the quarterback. Yes, the throw is going in that direction, but he's what? 7-8 yards away from him. He's just forcing him out wide. Guy's got absolutely no chance. Throws out. Few yards, nothing major, but again, just wonderful play and pass protection from Tate there. It's just all about the leverage. He always seems to get the leverage battle won, and in that case, he just dog walks the guy out way away from his quarterback. Absolutely perfect precision there from Tate. This is a quick screen. He's not involved really here. See, screen's already out. Not much chance for the lineman to make a play on this one. So we'll just go straight through that. This is really funny, actually. He's not involved in this, but this is a false quarterback sneak, and it's sold very well by the offensive line. Watch, down they all go. Oh, no, Carson Beck's going to throw. Rolls out, throw. Really good completion downfield there. Flag's thrown, I don't know what for, but if anything, plus mark for the offensive line being able to sell a QB sneak. Maybe it's something we see in the Lions playbook this year. I'm sure they'll have enjoyed seeing that one. This is an interception thrown by Beck. He's going to give a slight bit of help to the right tackle, but again, nothing major we can take away from this. You see, just comes across, little bit of help, good pass protection overall, rotten throw, overthrown, gets returned a good chunk here. I think it's not Maxwell Hairston, or it might be Maxwell Hairston, I'm not sure. But yeah, really bad throw from Beck. But again, good enough protection from Tate there, helping his right tackle out. We've got a run block on this one, so he double teams Isaiah Hayes with the centre. Then he picks up the linebacker Martez Thrower and pancakes him into the scrum. So again, we're watching double duty get pulled. Martez is number 44, I believe, here. So he's just coming across. You see the double tack just lays a shoulder into the nose tackle, so that, to disrupt his rush. And watch him come up onto number 44, picks him up straight into the scrum. Unfortunately, the running back has come this way, but in terms of the combo block itself, it's really good from Tate. We'll just watch it through in full speed, just to see how quick he is on those things. Shoulder into the nose, picks up the linebacker, just pancakes him into the scrum. I love seeing this stuff from offensive linemen. It's just unfortunate the running back happens to have gone in that direction. He's going to meet Martez Thrower again here. So he's going to pick up Martez Thrower on the second level on a run block. And the linebacker again, watch how he just can't get off the block. It's such good technique. So Martez is here, number 44. Tate's just in his right guard position. So watch he comes, up he gets. And look how he's got him. He's under his pads already. Cannot get off the block. He's forcing him outside. Tries to get inside. And look, he's still forcing him back. Martez is trying his best to throw him off the block. He's still got him. Down he goes. And again, the running back goes down in the scrum, but you're just watching Tate and what he's doing. This linebacker is trying everything to get him off him, and it ends up with him on the floor for a second time. Like, there's not going to be many linebackers who can deal with Tate Ratledge at the NFL level when they've got him all over them like a rash. 948 picks up J.J. Weaver for Xavier Truss. The centre and the right tackle both get beaten, but this is a screen pass out in time. So we're going to see here. So J.J. Weaver is 13. He's going to come up with Truss initially. Ratledge is going to come across and take him off. You're going to see Deone Walker absolutely destroy the centre here. And I think it's 44 come round and beat Truss on the edge. But watching Ratledge. See there, Ratledge picks up Weaver. Centre's been beaten. 44's coming round the edge. Truss is too late, but we're watching Ratledge again. Look, he's underneath. Look, he's already planted in his base formation there. He's got all that upper body power. And look, again, the blitz has come all the way off the edge and is getting to the quarterback. J.J. Weaver is going outside. He's just not able to get any purchase on Tate Ratledge whatsoever. Really good couple of missed tackles there from the receiver out wide. But again, just such a good play from Tate. He was the only guy on the right-hand side of that line who won his rep on that one, and he won it with aplomb. So we're going to see another pulling block here, this time on Keaton Wade, who I believe has his hand down in the dirt just here. And he partially manages to stack Zion Childress on him as well. This allows the running back room. And then he stacks himself on the scrum on the end. So this is the relentless energy that Tate has and how much he's willing to do. So watch him come across. Number 20. Oh, he's pulling to the right this time. So he's got his block here on the edge. And look how he forces him wide. The running back comes behind him. Zion Childress, number 11 here. Watch how he gets stacked on the block. So he's got the edge. The linebacker gets stuck behind the block. Look where the running back's going. He's diving inside. Look at the gap that's been created there. He's able to get through. And then look. He's out here, just behind number 20. The play looks like it's stopping. And look how he comes in. Bang! Look at how that pile moves forward. Just a few more yards with Tate in there. He just keeps going. He's just pulled off a double stack block. And then he's throwing himself in the scrum. Just trying to get those extra few yards. That is Tate Ratledge ball in a nutshell there for you. Absolutely love him. I'm going to keep saying I love him, and I apologise, but I also don't apologise at the same time. I do love him. So this time we're going to have a combo block on Dorian Henry-Young with the centre. Then he picks up the linebacker D'Eriq Jackson again at the second level. Young does get off the block this time, but the running back is already down. But again, he's always pulling double duty, so you're going to see him come up onto 54 afterwards. So, double block. Again, he's underneath, forcing 50 inside so the centre doesn't have to deal as much with him. Then, up to the second level. He's locked hands with D'Eriq Jackson here, but he's able to get off the block this time. He does get a little bit of a push help from his teammate, which is cheating, but you can see the running back's already going down. It doesn't matter. But it's another example of Tate pulling off 2 blocks at once. Just isn't able to maintain the block that time, but ultimately it doesn't really matter. So he does really well here. He's going to pick up the blitzing Martez thrower from his linebacker spot and going to stop him dead in his tracks. So we can show you here. So Martez thrower is 44, just stuck here behind the pole. You can see Tate in his stance. And just watch how Martez is going to come up. You can see him go. And look here. He's past the centre. Look again. He's down in his stance. He's underneath. The blitzer's there. And look, he's got the full power of that left-hand shoulder. And look, Martez goes backwards. We'll show you this in full time, but watch 44. He's going to come up, blitzing. Look how he just gets shoved out the play. Down he goes, up. Doesn't really go for much, but in terms of Tate and what he's about, he picks up that blitz and stops it dead in its tracks. D'Eriq Jackson is like a 230-pound linebacker, so he's not an easy man to stop when he gets going in full swing. 10:41. This is an actual QB sneak, so we can just run straight through this play. And then once again, he's going to be looking at his best mate, Deone Walker. So this is going to be another combo block on Deone Walker. But again, watch how he just walks him right out of the play as once again, he's under the pads. He's just so good at getting under the pads. Look, double team. But look here. He's under the pads. You can see it from this point. They're moving him out the play. I probably saw that a little bit too late, but we'll get back to it. Just Deone Walker's got nothing when he's coming up against Tate Ratledge. Here we go. And watch how he's underneath already. You can see hand on the pads, getting the combo block there. But Ratledge assumes responsibility for it. Hands still on pads. Deone Walker's got nothing. Roll out from Beck. Couple of missed tackles. Nearly toe taps it down the line. The shame he's not quite able to make it there. But again, just I keep saying it. Really good stuff. We got another double team here. So this is going to be on Josiah Hayes in the middle with the centre. Hayes does get an arm under him this time, which delays Ratledge getting to the second level. But the run ends up going to the outside, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, he's going to come inside, hit the double team on the nose. But just see this time, Hayes has a hand under him. I don't think it's a face mask. The face gets forced out a bit wide, and it just stops Tate. It loses his momentum. He's not up to the second level where all the rest of his colleagues are. But as you can see, the run goes out wide anyhow for a few yards. Another missed tackle. But yeah. Sometimes you get got a little bit, but yeah, nothing major in the grand scheme of things. Still a good combo block to start with, but yeah, just needs to make sure that hand doesn't get under him, delaying him getting to his second level assignment. Now this is a pure power push on Deone Walker. Gets him yards back, and then he levers him inside as the running back sneaks behind him outside, and he never lays a finger on him. And you see Ratledge chirping at Walker afterwards because he's getting frustrated at this point, and you can't blame him. So Tate Ratledge again at the right guard spot, Walker just on his outside shoulder, and watch how he dog walks him. So he gets a little push here, but just look at him. He's forcing, he's underneath, he's forcing him back. Walker's feet are all over the place, but this is the great bit. Look how he forces him inside. You can see his shoulder. You can see his head just on the inside shoulder there. Look how he levers him out. And the running back just goes down that little inside lane. Walker is on his way to downtown there. Ratledge just shoves him all the way around. The running back's in here. The running back has ran right next to Deone Walker. And he's not been able to get a hand on him because Tate's just levered him out the way. And just look afterwards. Look at the frustration. He's throwing his hands around. He's not happy. Watch Ratledge. Have a look at him. Chirping. Says something. Yeah. You're my guy. You ain't got nothing on me. I love it. He's just... When we made that Tate Ratledge pick, I'm like, yes, he's absolutely... He was a Detroit Lion before he ever stepped foot in Michigan. Just absolutely love the kid so much there. 11:31. We're getting near to the end of this now. So this is just another chip block on Deone Walker. He's not really involved in the play. You see, little chip block, but this thing goes to the outside. Really good block from the receiver on the outside there. Very minimal gain though. Now we're going to see the hands again. So he's going to lock arms this time with Darian Henry Young. Just will not let him go, and he's relentlessly forcing him backwards. So there you go, number 50. See how he's on him, running backs across. He's just, look how he's almost turned around at this point. He's fighting, and look here, they're still grappling, the two of them. Tate's getting him down to the inside, still grappling, still got him. Like, Tate Ratledge just won't let him go. They need to get a restraining order on him. You know, it's so hard for them to get off Ratledge's blocks. Just, he's so strong, and none of them seem to have a chop in their arsenal to try and get them off him. He locks up with Darian Henry Young again here. He blocks him out. He tries to drop round the inside. So again, Tate helps the centre block Khalil Saunders. He's pulling double duty. So we watch here. Saunders locked up with him. He's got nothing. Henry Young is going to go down the inside. So what does he do? There's one rusher here who looks like he's trying to get through. And there he is, making the block. Ball's out at this point, but he's trying to find the second assignment. Long ball downfield. Really good acrobatic attempt at a catch, but unfortunately not able to bring it in. But yeah, that is just everything about him that I love. And then he's got two plays to end the game, or his game anyhow, where again, Deone Walker just doesn't stand a chance about him. So we're going to see Walker is going to try and bull rush him, and he's just not going to have any of it. In fact, I don't think this is Deone Walker, but anywho, we'll check. Nope, here he is. So Deone Walker's just opposite him, bull rush, and look at this, the hands again. He just gets absolutely nowhere with it. Let's play this full. So Deone Walker's kind of playing at the nose here. Watch him try and bull rush. Tate says, no thank you, you got nothing. Good catch. Good chunk of yardage. And again, just absolutely nothing. And then this is a touchdown. Rinse and repeat. Tate Ratledge at his right guard spot. Deone Walker's just on his outside shoulder this time. Watch him. Rush him. No sir. Holds him up. Really great throw. Touchdown. We'll just show you that one quickly again, because it's just watching the hands is so good. So yeah, Deone Walker's just on the outside shoulder. Tate glaring at him. Obvious where he's going on the block. And just look how he's under him. Look, Deone Walker's getting forced up in the air. Tate's helmet underneath. Base established. Just takes any power out the run. Look, he's not moving. He's several. You look, see, he's 2 or 3 yards behind most of these other edge rushers going forward. Walker is going backwards, if anything, and you can see there's just nothing. He's still at this point. He's still locked in him like a spider, like a fly in a spider's web. He's got absolutely nothing. Lovely spiral throw there from Beck. Touchdown. This game is essentially over, and while there is still 3 minutes of play left, as you can see with the stadium, everyone's starting to go home. New offensive line comes out for the next drive. Do we see number 69? No, we do not. He's been pulled. All the starters have been pulled. And at this point, that's it. Game over. Kentucky been absolutely humiliated. And this offensive line have absolutely dominated. So let's just get off the left monitor here. So yeah, that is your story of Tate Ratledge. As you can see, there's a lot to love about him in terms of how he plays. So one, the strength you've seen, you set the base. No one is out muscling him, no one's bull rushing him, no one's getting round in there, but you're seeing the IQ with it as well, how he's always looking for different assignments. Once his first assignment's done, who can he help next? Is there a blitzer coming? His head is always very active, looking for the next threat. Again, love that about him. The pull plays, executes them very well, arrives when he's meant to. There's a couple of little mishaps in there, but again, it's college, and this was the year before last. He's had another year in college since this tape went out, so those mistakes will be getting cleaned up even more. But, you know, you'll like that about him. The combo blocking is really good. The work he does with Truss on the right-hand side is scary. Those two are so good together. And he's going to be working with Penei Sewell in the NFL. Imagine what those two are going to be like. Destroying DNs, getting down the field, setting those screens, hitting these big safeties, getting them out of the way. We're going to get some big plays in the run game because these guys are getting into the second level and causing absolute havoc. And, you know, just all the other aspects. It's just the base of him, how he's able to set himself, how he's able to anchor, how his hands are always the one under the opposition. They're on the pads. Like, the technique is just perfect from him. There's just, these DNs cannot deal with him and his skill and how he's able to just get, you know, you don't see him get dominated, do you? You've just watched that entire game and you don't see him, you know, anyone really win the leverage battle on him. You see a couple here and there, but I mean, for me, this was just absolute domineering effect. And the real big thing I love about Tate as well, and you don't see this in the video, but I watch a lot of college ball, and, you know, I remember watching last season, especially this Georgia team, and he went down injured for 4 weeks, and it was noticeable how the team was not as good when he was here. He's just a guard, bear in mind. I say just a guard. That's not a disrespectful thing, but he is a guard. If a guard drops out of a team, normally you don't notice. When Tate Ratledge wasn't in that team for 4 weeks last year, it felt like something was missing out of that Georgia team. That bite they've got, that just, they are ruthless. They will grab you by the neck and they will not let go. And with Tate not on the field, it kind of just felt that was lacking a little bit. But then when you see them with Tate in the team, setting the tempo, and with how he plays, and with just how much energy he plays, and he leads from the front, he's a born leader. Like, you can tell, like, when a team like Georgia, when you noticeably make them better, just as an individual, you've got that aura about you, you've got that sense of purpose, and it's just, he's going to bring that to the Lions. As Dan has already said, he looks like a starting NFL guard, and of course, he's going to be a rookie, and, you know, let rookies be rookies. Don't expect the world right away, but if he was to come in and just absolutely solidify himself at that right guard spot and not look out of place in his rookie year, it would not surprise me, just because of who he is. Like, he carries that aura about him. He wants that responsibility. He is not going to shirk from the limelight at all. He's done it at a program like Georgia. He's won a natty. He knows what it takes to go the whole way and win it. And, you know, he's going to be a massive influence, especially for an interior which has been redesigned this year. Having Mahogany in there, having Glasgow at centre, having him shore up the right-hand side of the line with Penei and play really well is just going to solve so many problems for us, because we know where Monty's going to start running. We know where Gibbs is going to start running. We've got an angle of attack there. So, you know, normally this would be a part where I'd say, let me think about what you think about him. But obviously, in the chats, you're watching along live. You know, hopefully I've done a good job. I've had one take to do this, so I apologise if it's been a little bit jittery in some parts. Usually I do this in a few goes, but I hope that I've conveyed Tate across well to you, his game across well to you, and hopefully you're all, if you weren't excited, I mean, you obviously were, but hopefully you're ratcheted up a notch about looking forward to him and how great he is. So, yeah, that is Tate Ratledge, guard out of Georgia. Next big thing for the Detroit Lions on the Detroit Lions offensive line. Thank you for listening in to this tape review of him. And with that, we shall get back to the Roar of the Lions UK 24-hour live stream, and we will crack on with another great guest. So thank you ever so much for watching, and I will see you on the live stream now.